Can we just acknowledge that tonight has been a night of ultimate surprises? I haven't watched How to Get Away with Murder yet, but Station 19 and Grey's Anatomy blow my mind. Blow my mind tonight. Whew, alright, y'all. Let's get into this. Station 19, Season 3, Episode 12. I'll be seeing you. Woo! This was something else. I'm gonna get all the small stuff out the way before I get heavy. So Vic is not happy to see Jackson there. Um, and then they end up kind of flirting, they still like each other. I kind of feel like what's going to end up happening is they're kind of going to get back together, and Miller's going to kind of miss his chance to be with Vic. So he's going to have to say something. I feel like that could happen. That's a possibility. Miller, since we're talking about him, he's afraid of dying since he has a kid now. So he doesn't have a will or anything like that. So he was afraid to go into the fire. The fear was all over his face, but he ended up almost dying anyways. Um, so this whole entire episode was basically about one fire. It was a storage unit fire. The fire spread and they were lost. It's a big building. They got lost in there. Um, but which is weird because normal buildings would have like signs like exit this way, but I guess, that building was not up to code, so he was in violation anyways. Um, this episode was amazing. Pruitt, he, whoo, it's getting to me, y'all. It's getting to me. Pruitt had some old buddies, old firefighter buddies of his at the fire station. They kind of talked about old times, and they talk about, how everybody was dying, everything like that, because, um, you know, Pruitt's dying. Everybody know he was dying. He has cancer and everything. So, it was coming. So they get the old radio. They get the radio out and they're listening to the whole entire thing that they're doing over at this fire, this storage fire. And they're like going back and forth talking about things like that. Big thing, yeah. So then we flash to Andy and she's in the fire. She gets trapped and everybody's getting trapped in the fire, right? They can't see, they can't find their way out. They're getting trapped. So here comes Captain Saberho. Sullivan. He's here he goes about to go in the building, and as soon as he's about to go in the building, boom, flashback. I said, "Oh no, they better not pull this mess again." I tell you what, if they pull this mess again, we're gonna have problems. We're gonna have problems. I thought that they was about to pull this mess that they pulled last season with Vic and Ripley. This is how I started making all these videos in the first place. It's because of Vic and Ripley, and it got such a big, you know, audience to me that I had to make all these videos. So I thought they were going to go down that path again, and I said, man, if they go down that path again, I'm done with this show. Cause I was already mad at this show for that, and then the Good Doctor did it, and they was going to do it again. I was about to be done with. I was about to be done. So, but they actually made it down the aisle, so they got married, and Vic and Ripley didn't get married, and she's like, I don't want to get married because Vic and Ripley couldn't get married. So the thing is, Vic and Ripley is, a thing, but Vic and Ripley is not a thing anymore. So it's kind of like they still keep it alive. So I feel like because they know how much the audience cared about that, and they know how much us as the viewers we cared about that whole entire um storyline, that they keep it alive for us in a way, because they're kind of giving us closure episode by episode, because that's something you need closure from. You can't just go from that type of love and not have the closure for that. So they kind of, Andy's like, I don't want to do this just because of them. He's like, bro, I want to get married to you. I want to marry you because I want to marry you because I love you. And they get married. Pruitt gets to walk his daughter down the aisle. So they're at the fire station. Pruitt hears on the radio that, Andy's running out of air. He's going, he's like, he gets his boots out. He's like, I'm got my boots. And so the building's unstable. Travis tried to go on top of the building and, make the holes and everything so that the smoke would come out. And he couldn't do it. The roof would cave in. And that was the only way that anybody was going to get out, or else they would have all died in that fire. So, Pruitt takes it upon himself. He goes ahead and he does it. He goes on the roof and he does it. And they're like, "You're gonna die if you do this." And he's like, "I'm gonna die anyways. Like I'm living my last days right now. I have cancer. I'm dying." And bitch is like, "You can't do that, bro. You can't do that." And she's he's like, "Man, just tell my daughter that everything I've done up to this point is for her because I love her." And he does it. And phew, the fire is gone. The fire, I guess, I mean, that's pretty cool how fires work. If I was ever looking for another job, I would probably try to be a firefighter because I loved it, like all the fire shows. So it's pretty cool how that works. But yeah, so as soon as all the fire goes out, and here you see like this camera, and he just he falls into the fire. I'm like, well, did he have to die? Like, I mean, I know he was dying anyways, but like, does a person necessarily die because they jump and land into a fire like that? I don't know how it works. Um, but as soon as Andy and all the rest of them come out, here they see Sullivan's hat. She sees his hat. Nobody else really knows it's his hat, but she sees his hat. Warren was operating on a man who was living in the storage unit. And they're like, "It's Herrera, man." She's like, "Bishop, what's wrong?" He's like, "It's Herrera." He comes out, and everybody's just there. They're gathering. So he's the only one that kind of knew about it, him and Bishop. And then when everybody else comes out, they find out. But she knew instantly when she saw his hat. Can I just say this is one heroic episode? It shows the true nature of a father and daughter love. Father loving his children to the end, his child to the end. And can I just say that it would be nice to see a lot more men take pride in loving their kids this much. This is like a true example of how much a father loves his child. This episode deserves nothing else from me to say. I don't even need to talk about anybody else that was on the episode besides Carl Winslow. But this episode deserves nothing but the best. Like Pruitt, Herrera, Hero, Angel. Like I don't even know what else to say. I don't know what else to say. It was amazing. Next week, they're all moping around. They're sad, and Vic's gonna be like, "Yo, we got to live because of Pruitt Herrera. Y'all need to fix your attitude, dog." So we'll see how that all goes next week. I'm excited to see what happens next week. I just hate that we keep seeing funerals. Like Andy had to lose her best friend, and she had to lose her dad. Now, here's what I have questions about: is Andy's mom really dead? Because when Pruitt was talking to those police officers, I forgot about all this. I forgot about this. When he was talking to those police officers, he says, you know, she was a good mom up until what happened, or she was a terrible mom. So I'm thinking, like, is her mom not dead? Is she like, did she like leave or something? I'm feeling like maybe she's not dead. I don't know how she died. I don't remember how she died, but I'm just thinking like maybe she's not dead because like the way he was talking and the look on his face while he was talking about her made it seem like there's a possibility that she could be alive. I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong, but I get that itching feeling that she may be alive. Mark my words. If she's alive, I said it first. If she's not alive, forget everything I just said. But yeah, that's it. I will see you guys next week. If you're watching Grey's Anatomy, I'll see you guys on the next video. Click on it. Click on the video. Like I think it's gonna be like right there. Click on the video, and I will see you guys next week. Subscribe, like, dislike. Tell me how you feel. Peace out.